Hey, I see some more friends joining on Sunday Sacred Self-Care class. Welcome if you're joining on YouTube, if you're live streaming in on YouTube, or you're watching a recorded version of this. Be that as it may, enjoy, relax, take a load off. I'm going to go get some hydration. I'll be right back, but I do encourage very much 5, 6, 7 minutes on the back at the start simply to relax in Shavasana. It's really good for you. Okay, it feels like we're settling in now. I got the cat fluffed and puffed, and you're relaxing on your back. The YouTubers are in, some of the Zoomers are settling in. It's nice to have you. A good time is guaranteed for all. Relax on your back. We got 4 more minutes on our back, and then we'll probably do 50 more minutes on our back because that's Sunday. By the way, while you guys are relaxing on your back, I think I will croon some Burl Ives tunes for you. I'm just kidding. But wiggle your legs out a couple of times, swallow once, circle your jaw around. You can fall asleep if you want. I've been putting people to sleep for years and used to it. Let your eyes roll back into catatonia. More friends are joining in. Good to have you. Begin doing nothing immediately. Good. Let's find our breathing. Are you breathing? Please start if you're not. If you are breathing, maybe move it deeper down toward your belly button. There's no particular rush, not yet. We'll rush later, but we're going to back burner rushing for a while. If you have a pressing concern or worry or a big project or something, who doesn't? Set it to the side for a few minutes as best you can. Oftentimes, leaving it alone will cause it to resolve or evolve in some beautiful way. $0.05, please. Hi, guy. Good, then feel whatever you're feeling. Breathe what you feel what you breathe, catch up with your emotional body. Yogis call our emotional body the pranamaya kosha, which is Sanskrit, means something. It just means that layer of feelings inside of us that so many people seem to avoid or postpone or deny or whatever. Not us, though. Two more minutes of this. Breathe in what you feel in what you breathe. Okay, biggest, deepest inhale you got. Big inhale. Release, let it go, pull the plug. Empty out, drain your brain, cool your jets. Okay, wiggle your fingers and toes, circulate some feel good around yourself. I'm a huge proponent of getting high on your own supply. You can only depend on other people's for so long. Trust me on that. Arms up to the ceiling, lace up your hands, stretch your arms up over your head, writhe around in first thing in the morning euphoria. I get to drink coffee pretty soon, feeling. Don't forget to smile. As a general principle of life, cheerfulness and mirthfulness go a long way. Good, draw your knees in for some knee hugging and back rolling. Other way. Okay, and then roll up. fruit roll-ups. Welcome. Welcome, my Zoom beloveds and my YouTubers, my new friends, you millions of amazing wonders growing all around the world. Today, I thought that we would drink coffee, eat cinnamon rolls with that white frosting on it, and then pass out and go back to bed. What do you think? This is a different kind of yoga, isn't it? So get out your sticky buns, get your coffee. No, actually, you might have sticky buns, which is euphemism for tight hips. And so we will loosen those up. What do you say? No cinnamon rolls today. Don't eat that crap unless you need to. Shoulders, 1, 2. So you can talk about being spiritual all day long, but you got to do something. Damn it. You got to get her done. You got to get her done. You got to do something. You just can't think about it all the time. You got to do it. Other way, shoulders. You got to pray. You got to meditate. You got to be of service. You got to get her done, you guys. Otherwise, nothing happens. Thank God this class is before the big 49er game. By the way, if you're YouTubing in from Philadelphia, that's what I say. All right, inhale up, you guys. No, we love you in Philadelphia. You're just going to lose the game bad. Exhale out. But you'll be glad you did this kind of yoga because it'll help you to be impervious to the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. Too bad for you. Up your back. Boy, you're really pushing it today, Greg. And out. I do want to publicly state that I had a very vivid dream last night. It was the fourth quarter. The score was 48-28. The 49ers were mauling the stinky Philadelphias. So just I'm putting it out in public, 48-28. One more. And poof. Good job. All right. Let's chant Om, shall we? Because then you won't be omless anymore. Inhale. Well, I was oming in E flat. I like to keep track. Close your eyes, hands to your heart, and I invite you, please, to say a prayer, a blessing over your own life. Nobody can ask for what you need or what you want quite like you can. Is this some kind of religious yoga class? Are you trying to indoctrinate me? Are you trying to encourage me into your cult? Nope, I ain't pointing to me. Good job. Okay, now we're going to put our hands behind us and we just lifted our hearts in prayer. Now we're going to lift our hips in prayer. Up you go. God, I give myself all to you, including my hips. Up you go, so to speak. And come on down. I like the word God because it's just really short. It doesn't take a long time to say it. In yoga, it's Ishvara Pranidhana, and that's like 19 syllables. Switch to cross your legs. Now, the price is right. Come on down. Did you like the Drew Baker or the Drew Carey or the Bob Barker version? Come on down. Relax your beret. Soften your armpits. Cool your jets. And the most amazing thing you'll ever hear me say, one of them, stop thinking. This is where the elite meet to stop thinking. Good. Now swing and sway a little bit. It don't mean a thing if it don't got that sway. A little side side. Get your rhythm, get your balance. Inhale, come up, yogis. Fabulous. Yoga fists in case we see some Philadelphia fans in the bar later. Hands on the floor, lift up, kitty cats, up you go. Rocket hips to the moon. And come on down. Is this class going anywhere? No, because it's already arrived. This is it. Now is the appointed time. Now is the moment of salvation. Turn off my auto tuner. All right. Now, what would you think about dropping your chin down halfway and doing some breath work with me? I'm going to give a breath count. If you can't maintain it or if it causes you to apoplect or asphyxiate, stop it. Exhale all the air out. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Release 1, 2, 3. So far, so good. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Release 1, 2, 3, 4. Big inhale 1, 2, 3. Release 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Release 1, 2, 3, 4. Now please pick up that count on your own. How many cycles can you do before your mind tries to distract you? Good. Now discontinue the breath count. With your eyes closed, scientifically inquire within yourself, did a little bit of breath work change how I feel? Just ask yourself, be a scientific observer of your own existence. Okay, we'll chant another Om now that my cat's in the house. Big inhale. Now, one of the great yogic skills is that by chanting Om, oftentimes animals will show up on your head. It's a weird thing that happens when you become enlightened. Now, most of the people on YouTube come for the cat. His name is Looney, and he just turned 1, and he's just being super purry and furry, right? He's just going to sit right there for the whole class. Guess not. Inhale. Exhale out. Good. Now, arms out, palms up to receive alms. Alms for palms. Touch your elbows together. Bend your wrists. It's French service to the left. Good. Now, lean into your palms. In other words, stretch your wrists. Drop your chin, close your eyes. We're just stream of consciousness, losing our mind. We're not here to figure everything out. Figuring everything out is the booby prize. Less thinking, more feeling. Good. And get out of that dicey situation. A lot of yoga involves getting out of dicey situations. So does a lot of life, right? So we're certainly going to have a couple of dicey predicaments in our life, yes, but the skill is come out of them as quickly and as efficiently as possible with as much benefit gained from our foolishness and mistakes. Not you guys, me. Oh, I've made some whoppers. I'm gonna write a book about my mistakes, side to side. But then that's how you learn, right? From the big whopping big mistakes. No problem with mistakes. The biggest mistake is just making the same one over and over and over and over and over and over again. Oh my God. Good. Now take your right arm behind your back. Ooh, way back here. Brings it up inside of here. And this is called Ardha chicken pose, half chicken. Grab your elbow. Careful pulling your elbow into your side. If you're one of those bendy people, then you can. And if you're one of the non bendy people, you can't. So, too bad for you. Drop your chin and go inside of yourself. Find sanctum sanctorum. Good. We'll undo that. Ooh, boy, is my hand sore from playing the piano 2 hours last night. Good. Now, in and out. Couple ins, couple outs. Good. Now take it all the way around behind your back like somebody's putting handcuffs on you. Yeah, that was fun. Good. Now, right hand, left elbow. Drop your chin. Good. Now, I want you to contemplate the biggest question in all of philosophy. It has been since the beginning of time. And the question is, why is there something rather than nothing? Your considered answer to that, you can have whatever answer you want, but your answer will determine your existence more than any other answer that you could come up with. Good. We'll take that out. Ooh, ooh, that feels wonderful. And then these are called jellyfish. They've never been called jellyfish before, but I decided to call them that today. Coin a new phrase today. Other way. Shake it out, kids. It's not easy being human, but we're only human for a while, and then we'll evolve to some other interesting place. In my father's house are many mansions. Not my father's house. I inherited not very many mansions from him, but the big guy for sure. And then, hi, how you doing? Blah blah blah, yada 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 yada, yada yada yada. Cup your hands at your heart. Be holy, sacred, and reverent for a moment. Life is what happens when we're busy making other plans. Okay, good. So I'm gonna take my right fingers back left corner and tilt noggin right. The thing I like about Sunday class, well, there's a lot I like about it. I like the cat. I like the calm demeanor, but I like the time that we take. Drop your chin. We're not being rousted around from pose to pose. I'm taking hip hop dance lessons from a 20 something teacher. She's very bouncy and there's not a lot of breaks given. And so I kind of like this too. Wait for it. Oh, now it just gets good now. Just when you're going to come out. Good. Stay. Now must stay a little longer. Now must stay a little longer. Good. And today we're just doing one side. So today we'll look at the world from this angle. Okay. Actually, click it back up. And this corner of my head, tilt. Now, almost all of my friends can tilt their head further to the left than they can to the right. I have some friends whose heads don't even go to the right, but the left, there's a lot of space. Drop your chin, close your eyes. Feel unusually good for no particular reason. It's interesting, the DSM has like 500 maladies and there's no names for the good stuff. Now in yoga, they have like 1,000 names for various kinds of bliss and ecstasy. That's for me. Good. Bring your head back up. Click, click, click. Good. And a couple of pumpkin rolls. Take them around. One, two. I like where this is going. I like where this is going. Four, five, six. Other way. One, two, three, four, five, six. Now I'm going to deliver a little affirmation, invocation, intention, or prayer. Use whatever language you want. God, love, source, infinite higher organizing presence, IHOP for short. Bless us with light, love, and truth, all the guidance we need this very day to thrive and prosper and to live to the full. Amen. By the way, my prayers are suggested servings only, like the food on the front of a microwave box. You serve it however you want. Okay, now here's a weird one, and then we'll get into the really juicy stuff. Kind of take the heels of your hands and kind of bonk them together. It's a well-known pressure point in reflexology, all the ancient world systems of touch and healing and pressure points. Just some light taps. Kind of nice, isn't it? Life is simple pleasures. I wish somebody had taught me that. Nobody taught me anything when I was a kid, but I'm learning slowly. Take the heels of your hands down in here, and I want you to be a cat, and I want you to purr, 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 purr. Bacon bread. You need your owner. Just Get down into them hippies. I like to say, pretend you have ketchup and mustard packets in your pocket and you're gonna pop them. Ugh. Good. Now I'm holding pressure down in here and I'm going forward, up, over, and pushing down simultaneous. So my shoulders go up and my booty buns go down. Now, if you're new to this one, your hands come up as your shoulders come up, and that means you're doing it entirely wrong. But that's okay, you're learning. Give yourself at least 2 weeks to learn all the yoga moves. Good. Now I'm going to push down and straighten my arms, drop my chin. And now, as an experienced yogi myself, having done yoga since the Carter administration, I can easily levitate whenever I want, but sometimes I levitate by accident. So I push myself down into the floor. Good. Now, arms out, palmar flexion. This flexion of your wrist is named after Arnold Palmar. Now, take the back of your hands into that same place and squish your packets. Squish your packets. That's a good motto for a Sunday. Squish, squish, squish. Ugh. Almost everybody has sore hands and wrists unless you do yoga with me once a week and then you feel fabulous. Go back, up, over, forward, and around. One. Try to push down with your hands as your shoulders go over, or as my teacher would say, push your hands down as your shoulders go over. He wouldn't say try to. I never heard him say that once. 5, 6, 7. Good. Now, straighten your arms, drop your chin, lean forward, close your eyes, and experience your experience. Aren't I always experiencing my experience? Kinda. Good. Now arms go flinging out. Lace your hands way up at the top of your cat tree. Push palms up. Now I teach yoga for stiff seniors in my city, and newbies are about right here. Their arms don't straighten out because it's called atrophy. But after a while, you go from being atrophied to being a trophy of beautiful lines way up. Turn right, turn right, turn right, left hand, right knee, right arm behind you. Close your eyes and enjoy 30 seconds of being a squeezed out sponge. Every pose is a prayer. What do I mean by that? Every pose is a hieroglyph of the soul. We shape our energy points into particular patterns and we receive the energy from that. Well, that sounds like a bunch of spiritual gobbledygook. Maybe my channel isn't for you. Inhale here and release. Good job. Now, here's a valuable life lesson that I'll tell you while we're switching the cross of my legs. One of the things that I've learned is you can't please everybody. And if you're trying, you'll end up pleasing nobody. So if you can just please a few people, you're doing great. Now, switch the cross of your fingers the weird feeling way. And you should definitely be irritating some people. Arms up. Turn left, 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 left. Right hand, left knee, left arm behind you. And squeeze, twist left. The key to harmonious existence is not everybody thinking the same thing, obviously. It's everybody thinking what they think and not killing each other. Inhale here and release. In my spiritual program, we call that love and tolerance. It's really a drag. Good. Now plant your hands in your feet and champagne bottoms, caviar rears. Polly Porcupine's going to walk underneath us. What are those trees that drop those little spiky balls? I think those are called liquid amber trees. I bet my sister knows, but pretend you have a big ball of liquid amber spiky balls underneath your butt and lift up higher. The wind is blowing them out of the way. Not sure where the wind is coming from. And come on down, kitty cats. Is that true, Kate? Are they called liquid amber trees? I got a thumbs up from my sister. I like that. Massage the middle center bottom of your feet. This is where the elite meet to rub their feet and learn about trees. Only God can make a tree unless you're an atheist, and then random organic chemicals produce trees, I guess. I like the former. Good. Now I'm going to press into my feet with my thumbs, and I'm going to lean forward into my groinage. On a good day, when I'm super flexible after a lot of coffee, my face will come all the way to my feet. And after yesterday, where I hip hop danced and rode my bike and exercised 50 times, I'm a little tight. Drop your chin. Everything is always working out for us if we'll just get out of the way. Okay, and we should probably come on up first. We should probably do a little work, don't you think? How about we'll pray with our hands and feet? Clap your hands and feet. Grab your big toes. And just straighten out lefty. Let's be kind of rhythmic. Or as Steve Martin says, kind of rhythmic. People do not remember how funny Steve Martin is. And lefty and righty. And hi, how you doing? This is the picture on your business card. Well, what business is this? The yoga business, obviously. Come on. Good. Now brings them back in. Set them down. Wag your knees a couple of times. Then push your knees all the way to the floor. And if you can't, too bad. You can't do everything. I was watching a YouTube the other day. It was a baby, 18 months old, barely sitting in his mama's lap, but playing the piano better than I can. Just not cool. There's just some things you can do and some things you can't do yet. Good. Okay. Let's do something that actually feels good. What do you say? So I've got I got an idea. I've got a mentor that says, oh, you have an idea. That's not good. So what I'm going to do, I bet you guys have blankets and stuff, but watch what I set up here. It's not too hard, unless you don't have any props, then it's kind of hard. These can be blankets, these could be pillows, this could be your pet, it could be your spouse. Do you do yoga with your spouse? That's an interesting question. Or do they just leave you alone while you do your witchcraft? All right. About 40 years ago, I was doing yoga at my sister's house. I just moved there, and my brother-in-law was there, of course, and he didn't like the yoga so much. And he goes, "Are you doing that damn Kama Sutra again?" Oh, that's funny. All right, now I'm going to put this is called waterfall. I've got something underneath my ankles, big thing underneath my knees, small thing underneath my bra strap, slightly larger thing underneath my neck. Now, do you get this sine wave kind of thing? It's a sine wave. Big, bigger neck, smaller heart, bigger knees, smaller ankles. And then you lay over this, and this is called water pose because water goes over and around obstacles. And that's why we appreciate water so much as a spiritual metaphor, right? So, but if water freezes, then it just freezes. So lay on your back and think about the 49ers pummeling the Philadelphia Sparrows later today. Oh God. Okay, all right. So when you first get in it, it's kind of yucky, but then you go from ice cubes to water. Let's do this for 5 minutes. Make sure the one underneath your heart is actually underneath your heart. The one underneath your neck is underneath your neck, oddly. Then the knee one's underneath your knees, and the ankle one is underneath your ankles. If you build this like Field of Dreams, build it, they will come. Now, do you feel how slowly but surely your body is melting over these obstacles? You're no longer resisting them. You're surrendering to being impelled, to relaxing over all these things. It just gets gooder and gooder. Your jaw relaxes, your eyes roll back, and you might be thinking, thank God we get to actually do some restorative in this restorative class every now and then. And our breathing naturally slows down, becomes deeper, smoother. Our brain rolls back. And you might get the feeling that you're kind of expanding or even leaving your body a little bit. That's okay. We'll still be here when you get back. Good, the pose starts now. It doesn't end now, it starts. Yay. Maybe we'll do it for slightly longer. Probably no objections. And maybe the breath is more fixated down toward our belly button. Now, maybe 2 more luscious minutes. Maybe you're just tuning in on YouTube and it's like, hey, there's a dead guy in this class. This is corpse pose. That would be true. I like this pose. Okay, wiggle your fingers and toes and circulate a really big, fresh batch of super extra feel good through yourself. Okay, and then let's get out of this one. Probably not very quickly, I suspect, but sooner or later, you'll be able to extract yourself from the exquisite bliss of that one. Oh, some poses leave an impression, some poses leave a dent. Okay, the kids are back. Well, most of them are. I'm going to write a book called Coffee and Yoga. Note the sequence. Juan Valdez was my higher power for a while. You probably don't know who that is. Anyway, let's do the same kind of thing in a twist that feels even better. Do you agree? Excellent. Now I'm going to show this one from the head down. Just watch, because then once you're in it, it'll be so good. So this is a cinnamon roll. That makes sense if you've been here from the start of class. This is a roll for my neck. This is a big cinnamon bun for my legs. Now, just watch what I do for a sec. I'm here. My knee comes in. This stays here. Oh, we stretch. Oh, we move it around. This opens up your acetabulum. Good. Then this comes into our side. This goes over. Ah. Now, if you're a really tight person, you can't really roll open because you're stiff. But after a while, you can be like me and you'll open out. Okay. So on your back, neck supported. I'm going to talk you through it expertly. Make sure you got a nice size thing underneath your neck. Have your bolster over on your right side. If you don't have a bolster, no bolster for you. So you're on your back. You got something underneath your neck. You're really enjoying this cervical lift. You got a bolster on your right side, shoved up against your right side. Bring your left knee in, hug your hands around your knee, and take your knee around in happy circle. Happy circle. Loosen up your hippie. Take your knee around the other way. Good. Now hug it in kind of tight. Maybe even lift up. Take your elbow around your knee and hug that knee in. Keep a good extension out through your other leg. Now rest your head down. Take that knee all the way over. Revolve it over so it goes over your bolster. Good. Now your upper body may or may not relax in the opposite direction of your lower body. And if that's the case, boy, are you lucky. You found yoga just in the nick of time. Remember that Bonnie Raitt song, I found yoga in the nick of time? But if your left arm does melt out to the right all the way and your left shoulder comes down all the way in contradistinction to your left knee in the other direction, then you're just going to melt open like a teenager. But otherwise, relax, wait for it. I'm going to hold space and time for you while you relax and melt open into the best twist ever. You might even put your right hand on top of your left knee and kind of pin that side down a little bit. Good. Now, Greg gives you permission just to really let go. You've been hanging on your whole life. You've been a salt of the earth, taking care of business. You're a good person, but every now and then you get to relax, take a load off. Good. Now bring your left knee back up to the center. Alligator wrestle your bolster over to the other side. And as you might imagine, bring your right knee in because we're not going to do the same side twice in a row. We talked about making the same mistake over and over again. Now we're evolving. So now bring your right knee in. Take it around in a swirl. Other way. Good. Now take your right knee all the way over to the left. Now, if your shoulder needs to come up to get your knee down, that's okay because this class is even for boiled owl stiffy people. But if your right arm and right chest open out to the right, that's great. And if not so much, then be easy with it. Take your time opening up your torso to the right. I'll give you time. I'm just sitting here smoking cigarettes and watching other YouTubes. Just kidding. I'm right here with you. It's high noon, so get high, get relaxed. This is our second to last pose. Enjoy it for a couple more happy melting open minutes. Okay, beautiful friends, let's bring that knee back up. And just stretch your right leg out and 5 minutes conveniently on your back, because now you are on your back. And we'll just relax for 5 more minutes, soaking up lots of healing, lots of calm, lots of peace. We need it during the holidays. I'll hold time and space for you while you relax. Let your eyes roll back. Give yourself permission to let go, float downstream. It's a good day for it. Okay, start to come back to your breathing. Reoccupy your body, wiggle your fingers and toes, circulate some feel goods around yourself. What a amazing adventure it's been. Good. Draw your knees in, curl onto your right side. Okay, then my Zoomers and my tubers will all sit up together nice and slow, taking our time after the ordeal. Are you still in your living room? Have you been translated to the 19th dimension? Happens sometimes. Good. We'll bring our hands into our heart. Close our eyes. We'll withdraw inward. And we'll come to the place where we all come together. And that place we call Namaste. Thank you, YouTubers. I always bid you adieu and arrivederci first. Please like and subscribe. Please. Thank you. It certainly helps. You know the world needs yoga.